Well, I probably look a little crazy and like really red in the face, but I think that's just because my mother and I both have really red faces. Well, she had a red face. Anyways, besides that, yeah, I'm eating a popsicle. I want to sort of update what's been going on. I think the last video that I did was probably sometime in December. And in November, I took a very long trip. I took a trip for about a month. And I stayed in New Jersey, and I stayed in Virginia, and I stayed in Minnesota, and I went back to Jersey, and went to Atlanta, and I went to all sorts of different places. I was trying to just cure what was going wrong, because I was alone, and I felt like I had no purpose. A lot of my issues recently have stemmed from my 2014 decision to leave student teaching. And that has really, really, really pushed my BPD into overdrive. However, things change every day, so things always change. I think I'm just going to leave it at that for now. The other thing I wanted to talk about is what's been going on since my last video. I was seeing a doctor at Barrier Island Psychiatry. The doctor was not very good at his job, or at least not with me. He had me on a lot of medications. I was on about 7 different medications: a sleep medication, antidepressant, 2 antipsychotics, an opioid blocker, all sorts of stuff. And I spent months in bed. Months in bed. I spent months in bed. I wouldn't wake up until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A lot of this was reflected on some of my previous videos from October, November of last year. I just couldn't get out of bed. I just couldn't do anything. I was useless. And I would have a lot of outbursts in the evening, a lot of hitting myself and throwing things, and just unable to really gain control of what was going on. However, since probably around the first of the year, things have changed for me. I am working again. It's a really difficult job for me right now, but it gets me out of bed in the morning. We're trying to have a baby, so I am down to only quetiapine, only my Seroquel, my quetiapine, which is an antipsychotic, that I take in the evenings. And that is it. That's all I can take if I'm trying to get pregnant. We are actually taking a break right now, for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So I am going to be going back on my anxiety medication, and I'm going to be going back on my sleeping medication. But I think I'm going to leave it at that. I've been debating on whether or not to go back on my OCD medication. We will see. However, right now I am on the least amount of medications that I've been on in a long time, and I am doing the healthiest. I am the healthiest I've been in a while, which is very good. I'm headed back into work, and the worst part of my day is about to happen. That would be the part of the day where my co-worker is gone, and it's just me with I'm gonna have to take a Klonopin to get through the rest of the day, because otherwise all I'm gonna want to do is correct and control and corral these children, and I hate it. I fucking hate this job. I Like, I love the people I work with, but I fucking hate this job. I don't give a shit if these kids are potty trained. I don't give a shit about any of it. I don't care if they cry. I don't care. I don't care. But that's not the persona that I put on when I go to work. I love my job. I just love it, love it, love it. I love it so much, I have to take an anxiety medication to get through the fucking day. I'm going insane in this classroom. My OCD is absolutely making me want to freaking lose my mind. I cannot handle this classroom. I want out. I can't stand it. Everything is a mess all the time. Walk! So I wanted to talk to my director, or my assistant director today, about all the struggling I'm having in my classroom. Look at my fucking hair. I look like a fucking psycho. I look like a fucking idiot. Look at me. Ugh, God. And when I get home, it's gonna be hot, and it's gonna stink, and it's gonna smell bad, and it's gonna stress me out. And I don't wanna go home because it stinks. I don't wanna fucking go anywhere right now. I just wanna fucking go to Palmetto. I don't care about anything anymore. I just want out. I don't wanna go to Palmetto. I just want a break. I want a break from all this.